So this is where we have a township meeting. So like the chief and the council. So the community is run by the colonel and his council. Only thing that we might turn over to the Jamaica government is murder.
Oh, so if there's a crime or
If
murder,
anything happen within the community, any theft, any land dispute, anything with the council and the colonel will handle that. If there's a murder, then now, you know what I mean, we turn it over to the courts of Jamaica.
what's up guys, welcome back to another wrestling video. You see me on the road, so I don't know, so it's another adventure vlog. I know you guys love this vlog so much. So right now I'm in Portland Parish again. Yes, I'm in Rio Grande Valley right now, and we're heading up to Mooretown, to the Maroon village, and it's a whole thing. So guys, I'm here with Kromanti Experience, who's gonna take us through the whole day. And First View Excursions, they actually have names. This is Maurice and this is Kirk. So you'll be seeing them for the entire video. So head over to their pages and their Instagram page and their YouTube page. I'll leave it down in the description below, and check them out because they're really good. So let's get into the video, yeah? Remember to like, comment, share and subscribe. Remember to follow me on all social media pages, and you don't know. So let's go.
Akwaba, Kromanti Experience. Akwaba meaning welcome. Akwaba is a Kromanti language. And also, you know, it's tied to the Tree language from Ghana as well, because Maroons are descendants of Ashanti people. So people generally use the word Ashanti, which is an English word for Asante, which is A-S-A-N-T-E.
So that's different from Ashanti?
It's the same people, but English language kind of switch it up.
Oh.
So the original word is Asante, which is in Ghana, in a tree. So yeah, so you know that many of the stories have been telling us, them not mention much about we being descendants of the Asante people. They say it in some cases, and some cases they don't. Blessings. So they're actually are two important spots of our journey as Maroon people and as African people within the diaspora. You know, this place, you know what I mean, for me it represents a lot. So at first we're looking at this one here, looking like a triangle.
For the mountains?
Yeah, the mountains.
Okay,
yeah.
so we're looking at the mountains.
We're looking at the mountains. So this one here with the triangle, you know, with the burn and the little pretty green around there, because of the drought, they're looking like that just now. Generally,
like this left one here?
Yeah, this left one here, looking like a triangle. You notice it?
But three of them look like triangle.
No man, they have this one here and this one here.
Okay, so
right
this one in the middle.
Yeah. Okay,
got it.
Yeah. So it's called Watch Hill. So Watch Hill is actually the place where our ancestors used to go and look out to the port, so they know how much ships are coming in and how many soldiers are on the ship, so they could prepare for battle.
Oh.
And you know, and also observe what is going on inside of Port Antonio as well. You know, so we know what they're doing. This is in any war at all. Once you have information on the enemy, it give you that advantage. It give you that 10 steps ahead of them, so you can prepare for them or whatever. You know. So that was the location, and from that location they would blow the abeng. They'll talk in the abeng. So the abeng is like a talking on the first cellular phone. They'll talk into it.
Do you happen to have any? That you can
I don't have one on me right now.
No, not right now, but throughout today. Can we find one?
I could find one for you.
That'd be great.
Yeah, so that's a talking on the first cell phone. The next hill right beside that to the right, it's called Pumpkin Hill. So the story behind Pumpkin Hill is very sweet. It's very nice. I think everyone should know this story. So at one point in time, you know, in our battles between the British and things, you know, every time they attack a village, we would have to change location. So because of changing location, we start running out of food, because you know you plant your crop and then you have to leave it and you have to start all over again. You know, so we were running out of food, and some of the warriors were, you know, contemplating to give up, you know, to surrender in some way. You know, they then, you know, put it to the queen, which was Queen Nanny, and you know, show her that, oh, you know, I mean, this is getting tough. we think we need to, do something, surrender or something, and Queen Nanny say, oh no, we're not going to surrender, hold up a bit, let me deal with this. She then do her normal rituals, speak to the ancestors, asking them for guidance and protection. Some of the things that we should have do today would have classified as obia, because it's been demonized by the Europeans. So she communicated with the ancestors. The ancestors then told her, to hold up, they would help out and things. That morning she rise up, she found 3 pumpkin seeds in her pocket. Maybe those 3 pumpkin seeds were there before, maybe they weren't. But she found 3 pumpkin seeds in her pocket. Then she went out in the field and started planting them. Everyone in the village now starts seeing the queen planting, whatever seeds you'd have in your hut or wherever, you run for them and then start planting. In quick succession, the food, bear and so forth, and they had food and they continued the battle. Because of them continuing the battle, Maroons are sovereign people within Jamaica. They defeated the British, and for me, that represents hope, it represents faith, it represents determination, it represents focus. It explains to you that in life, in our day-to-day life today, we can use it, because there are many times when we feel that struggle, that hard thing coming down on us, and we feel like, right now I'm time for me to give up, I can't manage no more, you get me? But if you just keep pushing, that time when you feel like you must give up is the time when you must keep pushing, because it's just that teeny weeny, like that little space leave for your success, for the greater things, and because of that, we're the greatest across the world right now.
All right.
So we wrap up right here and then we'll move the rest of the tour.
Alright, so just to add some context, right?
Yeah.
Nanny, who he just referred to,
Queen Nanny
is Queen Nanny.
Yeah.
Queen Nanny in this neck of the woods, Queen Nanny. She's Jamaica's only national heroine. She is a leader. She's known for her bravery, her military tactics, all of that. She was really good back then. You can give me a little bit more about her? Tell me a little bit more about Nanny, because I need to know who exactly Nanny is.
Queen Nanny.
Queen. Tell me a little bit more about Queen Nanny, because I need to understand exactly who Queen Nanny is.
Queen Nanny, she was the leader of the Maroons in Jamaica.
Yeah.
She was also a descendant of the Ashanti people in Ghana. She also had 4 brothers, Kojo being one, the famous one, Kojo. You have Kwawu also.
Akompong.
Yeah. Akompong is a brother as well.
Yeah.
And then she have Johnny. And as you explained before, she was a great leader. A one to reckon with. I think if most of our girls in today's society or back then had a Queen Nanny to, they were taught more about Queen Nanny, I think there'll be stronger women in our society. And they would be more assertive about what they do, because more time women are shy, they are feeling like, oh, they don't fit in with the men, or the men are stronger and thing.
That's a whole nother conversation though. That's a whole nother conversation.
But really and truly, the women are the strength of the black family, are the strength of the black nation, really.
Know that.
Yeah. So, with Queen Nanny, our stories, which you'll get more of while we're in the community of Mooretown, will explain a lot of that for you.
Alright, so we're gonna head into Mooretown now, so keep watching.
UNESCO World Heritage Site plaque.
Oh, okay.
It's the only one of its kind within the Caribbean. Not saying there's no World Heritage Site in the Caribbean.
But there's none like this.
There's none like this.
Understood.
This one represents culture and natural properties. Get me? So because of our Maroon culture, the drumming, the dancing, our language and all of that, it represents for culture And then now because of the biodiversity, which you're going to see when we do the hike to the falls, you know, so it's the only one of its kind in the Caribbean, and this one was put here in 2015 of July 2015.
Wow.
Alright, so this is bump grade. This area is called the Asafo area. Asafo meaning meeting place. So this is where we have a township meeting. So like the chief and the council. So the community is run by the colonel and his council. So when they call like township meetings, we'll gather here for the meetings.
You still do that to this day?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
This is a replica of. This is what the abdomen would look like.
Yeah.
The shape of it. But it's made from koan.
So tell me something now. I know that it's kind of like a separate jurisdiction from the rest of Jamaica.
Yeah.
How the laws and stuff go around here?
Alright, so the colonel is the head. Like you'd have the president or the prime minister of Jamaica, right? And then you know that each governing person, they have a body of people who helps them to government, like people in parliaments and so forth, you know, the cabinet as we call it, yeah? So the colonel is the one with the final decisions, but at the same time, whatever is being done where the community is concerned, it have to filter through the council.
But does he report to the prime minister?
No, because our jurisdiction is different, it's sovereign, it's indigenous,
So, okay, I get that it's separate, but I still don't get how it's separate.
No, because remember, you know.
Like I get it, but I don't get
it. So remember before now, right?
Yeah.
The English crown was the one who responsible for Jamaica, right?
Yeah.
But they weren't responsible for Maroon communities because we're at war, right? So once they surrendered to us, because they said treaty, but once they surrendered to us, then you know it's our land. If any war, you look across the world, anybody, you know what I mean, a war from a certain point to win the war, because most wars are over land. People want to gain territory. So once they surrendered to us automatically, which we were here before them anyway, which we'll discuss while we're on the hike, so you know what I mean. So that means it's our land, our place, it's independent to us. So it's governed by our laws. Only thing that we might turn over to the Jamaica government is murder.
Oh, so if there's a crime or murder?
Anything happen within the community, any theft, any land dispute, anything with the council and the colonel would handle that. If there's a murder, then now, you know what I mean, we turn it over to the courts of Jamaica.
That's interesting. So you have your own courts here?
Well, we wouldn't call it a court, but there's decision making. Because court is kind of a Babylon thing.
Okay,
you know
but you don't have a lot of crime.
No, we don't have any.
Usually.
No, we don't have any. So it's not a lot of.
There is none.
None.
There's none. Understood.
Yeah. So if you ask me really and truly, here's the safest place in the world, if you ask.
So tell me, how do you link with the other Maroon towns? Because I know you have other Maroon towns that are named after Queen Nanny's brothers.
Yeah, so
so how are you connected?
Because remember, if it's Queen Nanny brothers, then automatically we're cousins. You know what I mean? Like we're Queen Nanny children, right? And they're Queen Nanny brothers, so if we're them children, automatically we're cousins, right? So what we do though, like yearly, we have our celebrations. This June 23rd would have been Charlestown, which is in Buff Bay area. Would have been their celebration, their conference, which lasts for 4 days. But because of this virus situation, it was done virtually. So what happened though, we generally meet up. So this October will be ours, in Era's Day.
Do you accept outsiders?
What, at the celebrations?
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can come then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. And you could come and vlog and all that too. Yeah.
Okay.
To make it exciting and eat all the jerk and all of that, which I'll explain
So you guys
to you.
eat meat?
Yeah, because personally I'm a vegetarian.
Okay.
But for the Maroons though, their favorite meat is pork. Yeah. I'll give you more on that later on. I don't want to give too much in one space.
Right.
Alright, let's go over here
That
first.
could be a maroon.
Yeah, sure.
I could not.
Most of us are.
I'm a maroon.
Most of us are. What happened is that when time they move out our community, because Maroons were demonized, based on the colonial people, and you know what I mean, they try to. So most of the time our people move out here, them now come just tell them I'm Maroon, and then they try to pass on that information to them children, because it seems so, oh my God, Maroons are obia workers and all of these things. You know, through these, oh man, ants.
Ants,
But
I
yeah.
have ants, okay.
Yeah.
Ants
are
there,
here.
ants there.
Alright, so we're standing right now beside of the grave of our past colonel, the former colonel, Colonel CLG Harris. He was an outstanding leader. He died at the age of 100.
Wow.
2017, 3 years ago.
Wow.
He was also a teacher at this school, a principal at this school. He
What's
was
the name of this school?
Mooretown Primary. He was an author. His most famous book was Teacher,
I've seen,
which is his
I've seen
nickname.
this face before.
Yeah, which is his nickname here in the community, Teacher.
You know who him look like? The guy that does the natural
Sebi.
Dr. Sebi.
Yeah.
He looks like Dr. Sebi.
Yeah. He was also a senator in the Jamaica Labour Party. So,
I mix up in a politics.
well, that's a long story.
Wait. Because now you're supposed Maroons are
Yeah.
independent to the Jamaican government.
Yeah.
So how is he a part of the government but a part of the Maroons? So you had to have a representative there?
Yeah. So simple meaning, you know, it's just like any kingdom, like it's like the European Union or anything like that. You have to have a representation, you know what I mean, in some form or way.
Yeah.
You know? So he was the one who was very instrumental in making Queen Nanny a national hero in 1975.
Oh, that's great. I have a question.
Yeah.
I met a lady some years ago, right? Her name is Mama Gaia. Gama.
Yeah.
Mama Gama. Mama G.
Yeah. She's in Charlestown.
Yes, and she was explaining some of it to me.
Yeah.
But then she also, it was interesting to me, she was telling me that they have like meetings in different islands.
Yeah, because because
Explain that.
she is a part of the International Women's Circle, Maroon International Women's Circle. I hope I'm saying it right.
Okay.
So there's Maroons across the world. You have Maroons in Colombia, you have Maroons in Suriname, you have Maroons
Can
in
I tell you, I
Trinidad.
thought Maroons were only here
No,
until I met her.
yeah. So she represents on the higher levels in UN and so forth. She was also installed by the Gamang in Suriname.
Yeah, she mentioned
Yeah.
that.
Because when she went there, because of the energy what she was flowing, the Gamang, funny enough, after there's a story that she tell. You can look out for this story on my YouTube channel.
Okay. It's just amazing how there are like so many different things happening in Jamaica at the same time. You know what I mean?
Because
like,
recently
there's so many things.
last year, on May 23rd, we crowned our first Dino Chief in 512 years or something like that. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so there's so much that is going on here that I think basically what them really do though, brother, is a sister. Basically what them do is them try to take away from a story to keep us in for them can control, because once you don't, it's like this tree is hard to move because it's rooted, right? But if you put it in a vase, you cut it and put it in a vase, and you can move it anywhere you want, put it in the house. You know what I mean? And so these are the things that them do. So them not mostly in our school days. There's nothing about our history.
Our history.
Them
it's
tell
all...
us everything, and them try to demonize we, and you know what I mean, the stories are behind. Even Black Cat, they will tell you that Black Cat crosses when really and truly, if you're looking at the Egyptian history, Black Cat is good luck.
But you know that song that Chronic sings, my favorite song, where it said black eyes, black hair, black skin, black queen, and majestic with the black king.
Yeah.
Today I sing you a black song, you need to hear about beautiful black thing colors. Most time we hear about black, we hear about black magic and black witches.
Yeah. But black witches really though, it start from knowing that African people with their level of spirituality and thing, and they couldn't control them, so them try to demonize it, so them put a bad twist to it and them say witch and all of them thing. But actually, you know, in everything you have the balance, you have the both side of it, you know what I mean? So you can, it's either you choose to use it in a bad way or you choose to use it in a good way. It depends, you know.
It's just interesting how much things are hidden from us and how much knowledge there is for us to gain, you know?
That's why each thing that we learn, we try to pass it on to the next generation.
Pass it on.
Yeah, because the thing is, what you do, you know, you give them a platform to start from. You can imagine you grow up and your mom have this nice deck house, and then you start work and you start making your money, you can go up the next floor on it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And you have this land space at the back where your brother can build on, and if he's a musician, he can build him studio around there.
Yeah.
Versus to rent somewhere or to go, you know what I mean, start from scratch. You know. So this is the thing what we need for the though, is set a platform for the next generation. His Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie said that each generation is responsible for the next.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, that's something I take on personally. And you know what I mean, I try my best through, because Kromanti Experience is about that. It's about passing on information. It's about letting the next generation know. I guess I'm older than you, so you know what I mean. I'm passing on some of that information.
And
to
I
you
appreciate that a whole lot, and that's what I try to do with my channel, Rochelin, as well, is to pass on the information to others. Because you know, a lot of time people don't read a lot, people don't try to research, people don't try. But if you can give it to them in a palatable way, I think, you know, at least you're doing something.
And the thing about it though, what we do though, we don't knock for older people for this though, because the platform that we have now in this generation,
we should use it.
Yeah, we use our platform to reach the world. Yeah. One time you have to write a letter, and 3 years before the person in England gets it.
Yeah.
You get me? But now we can easily type a bridging and say, yeah, what about bridging, and
right?
Bam.
And we can put out this YouTube video and it reach you.
Yeah. It's an old cemetery, and thing, you know. So this is where, you know, the representation of our grave. You know, we call it bump grave.
I've never heard the name bump grave before, but it says National Hero of Jamaica. Beneath this place known as bump grave lies the body of Nanny, indomitable and skilled chieftainess of the Windward Maroons who founded this town.
So if you represent female, you have to separate her. That is what we do as a people too. We try to blend the women with the men, when really and truly the women have them only a woman, which is, if you check it out, the women are greater just by the spelling. If they say female or male, the women have more.
More letters.
Yeah. So
you know, men, not just men.
Yeah, women. You get me? So
female.
I think most of the concepts that we use now is European. The strength of African people, as I said before, is a woman and our family. A woman is a portal between the spiritual and the physical, the highest being you could have come across. She carry a human being within her for 9 months.
Yeah.
There's so much that explains why the woman is so great, and you know that's why Queen Nanny is that representation of greatness for women. And I think the story should be out there for more women to know about the greatness of women. So you know what I mean, we can empower women them so we can beat this struggle where we are got through as African people right now.
Women in general.
Yeah. And women as well too, because in the workplace sometimes women feel, you know what I mean, like them have to compete with the men. You don't need to, you're greater than it.
Lord.
This plaque here was put here by the Jamaica National Heritage Trust. It states a couple of things. Rocheline, when you hear about guerrilla warfare, what first thing comes to your mind? And don't read, please.
I'm not reading it. No. The guerrilla warfare wasn't that like a fight?
Yeah, but it's more guerrilla warfare is a tactic for a small group of people.
Yeah.
You get what I deal it for a small group of people to fight a larger group of people. So for our ancestors, remember we didn't have the numbers really. So we had to,
to create
as statics. We couldn't just, alright, for the British, they used to stand up in this open field with them rifles and them shoot at each other.
So we had slinging?
We couldn't do that. We'd have to, we'd have to hide.
Hide in the mountains.
Yeah, and one thing again, Maroons are the ones who really invented camouflage. Because before that, there was none.
So it says, the monument of the right excellent Nanny of the Maroons. Nanny was the leader of the Maroons at the beginning of the 18th century. She was an outstanding military leader, skilled in guerrilla warfare practiced by the Eastern Maroons.
Hold up now. Military. Did anyone explain that to you in school, that she was a military leader?
No.
And the word camouflage and all these things, that is it now. When it comes to, you go across the world in any military museum or anything like that, you would never ever see anything mentioning Queen Nanny. But at the same time, they use her tactics up to this day, the guerrilla warfare tactics, and they use the camouflage.
So this is where it came from?
The Maroons.
From the Maroons.
Yeah, if you continue.
Nanny was the leader of the Maroons at the beginning of the 18th century. She was an outstanding military leader, skilled in guerrilla warfare practiced by the Eastern Maroons to confuse the British. Said to have had supernatural powers, Nanny was an important figure in the fierce fight with the British during the First Maroon War in 1720 to 1739. She led with courage and inspired her warriors to maintain that special spirit of freedom and independence. Nanny is believed to have died between 1760 and 1770. The site, Bump Grave, is where she is buried. The great Maroon leader was declared national hero in 1975. And this is by the Jamaica National Heritage Trust. So, the tour going well so far, as you guys can see. So, interesting, right? I just put on this towel because, the place hot, sun a burn me up. But it's not as hot as Kingston, it's Portland, so it's a little cooler. But because we're walking and talking and viewing the thing, a lot of sun, so have on the little thing. I hope you guys are enjoying so far, and just let's continue.